Suno Ebenyebi. Now, Energy Commissioner Ghana Standard Authority prisons run about a doom, PZ and Teta Kufa Bird and Afe, social and media Abefont and Telefono to TikTok and Afe Instagram so your wa a Boromu Abeset Boshaba electrical into Fahen. Net delivery service Isaac Hini Juma William Famwa 0322030838 and 0536095966 promise Epa and be drew papa enough a court na court you will be draw. Obo man come wo runum wo could say abo wo immune system be withdraw error num na nyachin sunsun do boni biara na error num akomu na waso yer be de so hu na manyim waso yer ba ni na ye promise ba ye wo ye Boshaba Plaza ye wadum ye ben matter this asafo no abrosan dana or the FM djumudjumo no ha na promise ba ye wo friend 0535544681
And you know me, I have so many mame, efia, nyako, papa bi, and Naminia Bema.
Uncle Ebo Baini.
Yan shaka se abana senior the moon confi mantam emu wutu senior west mensimu and penifo bunkonta efa basic education certificate examination BEC and abesen so hwe ya wo mo chro no esa nkwala empemu miensa ha watwini dunum 3,815 candidates and a airtro centers or more chro a year wutu breku no 29 and a wo chro na emu amane ene se ene ye da toso mienu no nkwala du baako and a metro Nini na muso no nkura nya nso enanyim na nansa na aba pray ya obeboye nkomo na na majoe
ayo joso
na nkola du ba ko na o mama na no mo betwero ya na
me no ekase bira instructional ehye ase no na che probono ehye ase wo ye awutu senya east awo kaso ne mpati wana mda probono ehye ase ende na mesade mani chemu awutu senya west eti ande na chese me ko pie senders ne bia ebede di se nkoda miensa entimi amba amature ana amba instructional asenta amature one instructional if time instructional esha aseni na edentino awutu senya is me na provincial so endra na ndem do ko awutu senya west nti na me ko ho no na ebede di se amotion instructional aseno nkwala ba ko 11 na chese o man to me amature instruction no ebia o man to me an chese bia na se omo ya akwa na ma tukwan yo so mo ye nkofo benyo so mo ye de na supervisor sent to me anchemu na ya said amamba amateur injection bi na if you some try so there ya what am say nkola ba ko 7 na che say you for pay ban to the gym obo ho ani ma wode tra injection no e wo ya pete mo mo ko pete mo no ma nkola wa hwe nso wa tra injection no e 3,815 na centers are wo ho eye ba ko 29 ya wutu senya west no centers ba ko 29 na wo wutu senya west na na sa nkola 7 a cheso mo nem no amo ewa wutu breku na akwa wutu senya west senya bodja ase ne ade ni sa nkola 7 na awoto jeso amo enem no amo ina efire ya wutu breku na senya on yes am friends mo bodja ase ani de akan de awon na minya enkobo apro ho ni wutu breku ani senya na ne da eya ende ye ne eye DC or one more yameche no eko aprobo a chese sa ade obeda di se nkola ba ko 11 about to amateur na 7 na omatumi afa yefuna yakopa ma achira ye de be chiremu ewo eye bodja ase ene ne betemu so akohwe bia esi ekoso won tefia amanebo a chese ene ekoso ewo ye awutu senya west ene no
ye tie odi ana chese bibi boni bi anhye dansi obi nkoba apo teacher ni bi ni akora bi anya asam ya ma wunguram ani sese ende bibi aye boko
baby bonny bia NC teacher ni mana akora bi ngoma na so bi akwakobo apo o ma chese aban another insa issue ni man teacher ni bi enam koti kwan so ade pipe bi ngoma chese issue ni man na so bi bonny bia samom NC emom na bonny na ne se nipa chese 7 na mo ya mbesiafo a omo anyi sen omo e twa social no na afre so 11 na mo ntumi amba amateur na wutu sen ya is be ndra me ko ya no so no akola ba ko center ba ko no na che no so oya Nelson mother a o ma ne ba nufu a ano mo hwe so o chiro wi a o chiro ka no ba ma ne ba no nufu na afre so ba ko 3 na omo ye defa omo so na mo twa social ni bi e wo wutu sen ya is be na me ko ya no nja amanambo e fi wutu sen ya is na west ni petemone
na samoni adwuma
Ɛfɛ da se mami.
Abusuafo yɛn nsɛntwerɛ ni nana nsa de amane boy finfinfin mantamu we de ɛna de ne yɛ wutu senya west ɛne wutu senya east ɛna wɔde amane bɔba ya west hɔ yɛ senya breku di wɔ sɛ nkwala nso ɛna nyem ɛwɔ hɔ duba ko nso ɛna amateur
Yaguda yɛwɔ ɔyɛ nwomasuam na yɛne mmɔfra yɛne mma yɛne wɔ faasefo a wɔtwe BC wɔn nsɛm yɛ adambra Ghana fo yɛ nyinaa yɛnyim ɔman Ghana nim nyinaa no nyimpa dodo a wɔrekɔtwerɛ yi mpem ahansia na wɔretwerɛ na damabere a yɛreka sɛ waye kafo wada abotu Ghana wɔrekyerɛm dɛ nyimpa du na mmra a ɔwɔ nsɔhwɛ no ntwerɛ mu a onyi dɛ wɔyɛ no wɔabudu a ende wakansa na wɔrekyerɛm dɛ wɔde dam nyimpa du a wɔakyere wɔn nyinaa dɛ nsɔhwɛ a wɔretwerɛ mmra da no nyinaa wɔabudu wɔte wɔn ama aposifo ma nhwehwɛm kase yɛ alokɔdɔ a mɔbɔbɔ abɔ no wɔnyine bɛkɔ akɔgyina asɛmdibia ɛma wɔatoa to ɔno mpo no wɔrekyerɛm dɛ ɔyɛ adze a ɔman Ghana yɛadze a wakɔ yɛ haw paa ɛwɔ bere a yɛtwerɛ BC anaa dɛ wase na enyama bɔ no bi itum kɔto na wɔrekyerɛm dɛ nyimpa du a wɔkyere ho ni enyama bi a ɔyɛ anyi dɛ ndzɛma bi hyehyɛ wɔn ho a onyi dɛ wɔde kɔ ɔyɛ bea a wɔretwerɛ nsɔhwɛ wɔde kɔe ina afei nso no ebi mu wɔde hɔn enyim aka hyɛ mmɔframma bi hɔn akyiri danka mmɔframma na wɔde wɔbɔtwerɛ nsɔhwɛ wɔyi wɔn asi nkyɛn ina ho wɔde ayɛ dɛ ho na wɔakɔ sukuu wɔkɔtwerɛ ama mmɔframma wɔse hɔn nyinaa wɔakyere hɔn na kyɛ a wɔakyere hɔn ni nhwehwɛmu no ɔbobɔ hɔn a ɔbɔtum ma mmɔframma mi mpo hɔn pepɛs no pɔtɔkasɛm cancellation wɔatwa pepɛs no ma biribiara wɔakɔdɔ dama gyam hɔn na ɛhwɛ waye one opinion ɔyɛ kasamanfo de mo Owura John Kapi ina ɔno kyɛm na ɔhɔ adwene yie paa na ɔse maame kuru bi wɔyɛ nhwehwɛm na ɔkyerɛ dɛ ɔyɛ fashion designer wɔhwɛ no na ɔyɛ nsɔhwɛ a mmɔframma wɔn bɔtwɛwi wɔanya questions bi wa answer ne bibia wa mark a bi na wɔayɛ objectives ne nyinaa kama nkɔdere kama mmɔframma wɔasɔ ne pakyi ɛfɛ student nurse awuraba bi a no so ɔyɛ nursing training college student no so wɔhwɛ no ɔreba abɛhyɛm no wɔabɔtwerɛ ama obi ɛna nkranko school bi hɔn administrator no so wa afechi nkɔlɔba ɔrɔde nyama bi le kama mmɔframma na ne nyinaa Owura John Kapili kyerɛm dɛ wɔakye hɔn nyinara a wɔde hɔn ama aposifo.
We had about so far the reported cases are about 10. We had one supervisor who had a mobile phone. He had taken snapshots of the questions and posted on social media. There were 6 other invigilators who also had in their possession mobile phones, and on the mobile phones were pictures of the questions. There was also one lady who described herself as a fashion designer. She had in her possession photocopied responses that she was going to distribute to the candidates, and then one student nurse and one administrator of a private school. All of these people were trying to solve the questions and then send same to the candidates in the examination hall. Our monitors were swift enough to pick them up. We are still gathering reports from some of the other centers that we could not get yesterday. Now these 9 have been handed over to the law enforcement agencies. Their actions are considered criminal per the white law. So they've been handed over to the police, and the police will work out and get them to court. Yesterday I was in a conversation with a boss in the Ahafo region, and I mentioned to him some of the hotspots that we had discovered based on the responses that were coming from there. And so he gave me the assurance that they were going to deploy some of their staff to those areas to ensure that sanity prevails.
Owura John Kapi. I head of public affairs, the West African Examination Council, Nancy NIT.
Yeah, to also Amamwa Ghana Health Service. Yeah, your mema po within penny for the two just impulse. Yeah, monkey paws on Kwana, El Makoma con a yensia. New cases. Yeah, and no, and a afe and a abba. Yeah, or memu crady. Or my house and nipper you're watching a num. At the ABC 9th June. Your movie a moon cono, in sia, and a year cases and Casa impersonal. Now, your bass and touch of municipal. Have directory and us up on the Australian or one of their two just say, your monkey paws no manya bi ewo honom na municipal disease control officer Ibn Abdullah Mohammed na wodi nsemi tudwa ya wo chemu se ho behia pa se omanfo beye wo ho ahwe ni aban ye ho ban se de beye ayare ne ensai insan se sei pa na omu cheche ma monkey pox na yesa chicken pox na we die ne nsan mu esoso ene mu odin eno so mpapai said the chicken pox on a papa no ɛna ɛma wo kon yere ten na fever no so ano ɔden pa eyi into amanfo ɛnhwɛ ne yie ne ɛnhwɛ ye ho nso esan sɛ sa ankriboti wo bi obetimi a transfer ma me sa na metumi obi a metumi di ama Crystal na dozi na kyɛ sɛ yade a wo bɛn nipa a wonya bi nti obi nya bi a wo sɛ ya isolate no ɛpɛ baabi ɛde ne ɛhyɛ wo hu bi pɛ bɔ ma de so obama apomden adwumayefo aso ate
ele kwe se yara efe no mpox na amna mpox no aba abedru asanti achim no no an enwomre no na omo frey e ka kire se yare no ayi e wa ha se ye suspect case bi na e ko lab the last new enwomre na yare no e bae no nyama ya start se ye se be yare no entra and se facility na hospital dia e wo asanti ya bomu amanye aside that no you need the after from Prince Kumawu Asante Achim Center Asante Achim no ya catch wo mun na se yare na ayi ni to hanto mun ya fi yenya sa omuso abetimi anye bi your committee ayefa na district public health emergency management committee the convener the chairman for the committee near the district chief executive but in the absence of the DC the district coordinating director na o convening sa meeting no the director of health services is the secretary to the committee you invite stakeholders dia omo committee ho mobile. We've had a fruitful discussion. Yeah, Chile Obia said the SSA away here because we are in a period of an outbreak. Omnia just say yeah from Momosa and also a boy.
Ora Ibn Abdallah Mohammed, Yahweh Municipal Disease Control Officer, Asante Achim North Health Directorate.
Yamfa kasebon ko pemu mfimfini mantem na yereko gomwa is krosin no mu araho sama ofo bado kiremu a abofa ba bi wayo madama bere wo hwehwe na wo hun emasisiara enyimpa baye oha ena nambore ode wotu fi honu fi a wonya bebi a obada ne nyina inde subrane bi wato wo oye gomwa biakoya oye araho sam nye papa na wole kiremete insu to ya asuri baye na cheda timemfo wo nyinara ode fie ahoro wotu ifim na wole kiremede wode ho sombo bobo oye mbase begomnyo wo mpotem ho nyumnyamfo Desmond Digraft Petu de in the day afia otwomi abaya yatu mu ordinance baka isukan bi wo hodoreye Portugal of friend drainage system opanyini nya moti abenu mu nkonyim pe mecho nyamfo Petu ino gyaye na wole kirem na ne sesunti se insuta de monsukan a woda nsu famu kwano nsu ntum famu nkwa webu afado ekopem ma manfo afiafia onya asem kakraba no sombo no waze bomra se begomnyi
Desmond ye umami ni bukotoje e pawu chaw enidiem baye Desmond ya beto aba wo so ba beboa yen wo koyi gata fi baby dia beto ha ya to abaye ya wagja eno nsi eto ye atwa akwara ba akode kọ na da mu nyina nsi kwa ye ntimi anda ya sraw amapani nyina ya Ghana fo be hu ya mobo wate da hwa ye na uma ya Brawa Sky community down da be hwa de nsi ni ye wa ha ya sraw data no da be hu djuma ma ya na etu ya efi ha ye wo amapani ya sraw ya fete kakraba bia koye Sky community aha na ye wo adura nya menko aka samobo na eto ye empo atu ye wie ye sraw ni ado ye yawo mu aye ye na gufom papa ba ma ye ne wonim ne hwe ne eto aba ye sraw ba hu ya mobo na ye fi ato anchemu afa so ye pani Desmond ani bi kwan so ba ma ye na ye sesa wo ye na nwe ye nche se wa ye ye pa wo chew wata kese ya wo be ye to ye ye sraw ni ado na nso ne fa ye na nso fa ye se and then so amre dan me nyama misika bibia kwa nyama kwa akandopo akaye kase bebre na batre ya papa Desmond wo ma wo ye mesrawala ba ma ye na otetechie bipo na da no ho ano ensuo da ho ana enku Desmond no wo ko fa machine agba be fi ho na no kura se mo so ye bi ho ano aso fo so mo mpene aso fo so mo mpene ana ada na sikafu ni challenge fele o man tomo ha
Natural na Owura Francis Edu oye impanyimfo a woka bia owo ma wokasa wo oye gomua bia koye mpotem wo ina osimo we sini nyinara no odene nsalisi ne bo people odemo sombo etabo onyimnyamfo oye Desmond Digratupetu mrasebego mnyi na osimo oye yo wo munyi de obadami we twanaman wakọ oye mensin ne atena bia ho wanyi mensin mu mpanyimfo akasa de wo mabo na nso no besi da mabre we twi honanyu a wonya hona adwene oba bibiara afa ho abo hwan
ana suma ya kasasa oba nako ya batu abene MP or CCI that's all ya also ne yet was why meeting wo hola we better you cook be someone what's the best one with the man wo you better what's what prefer government machine na what ban not the na MP no on wo the ni and here the feel for ho you can someone say ne say ban sa wo to be o be ne dem and what's the MP no you MP no ko you fair na yes anka no the first candidate more and this candidate more ba ya the two nani also MP bakasa no wa what you so up to now wa ma say call 2 times me no man so afre MP wa afre MC ni na what we meeting we are obasa ya afre say NDC abai na wado MP or NDC MC or NDC your man pay mama ene so to yi abubu ngo for dan afro nto ba ko obi antumi nai FS na MP wa ya sana ina imi am yo nan ena kwa ma risa the president am after MC me na ka so no pa so ba ha
Ora Francis Edu opinion leader wo oye gomwa biakoye important wo gomwa east crossing no mu nanzina yeti
ya twaso won fufuro mu a enemra hyebedwafie mu ensama ekoso bi no oswafo a wono ehwe nkitahodie ensam eso honorable Samuel Nate George ena dia tudwa se mampani ya hye no se wone National Communications Authority NCA4 enkam no montoto niema na animanimu ya ho hare so 64 radio stations a empanifo ede sanctions anasa sobo ato wo so efa nhyehye wo yeso mu bedi mra so pepepe no ehudwumadie ebedi dwuma mampani so ma wo enya na said you wadin sam tu dwa no Felix Kwachi wofusu ya wono de aban ensam tu dwa ensam ono so di tu dwa no cheche mu ne sam mampani kire mu a ewo mu se mpanifo hwesa mra na hyehye ya be ya adwuma de na so no ekobasa wo two station ni mu kra na ache se wo man no eye ensantwofo fa ahudie na abi no na ase ye cheche aso nti na fu aduasa mpanifo de ama no mo hwe no mo toto niema na ho hare so a said be ya samo ye hyehye na de mra bata ho kra no mo adwuma de eni kwanse mutum enti anam so ama Samuel Nate George your communications minister e dey atudwa say radio stations no emfa na fu aduasa abai dey ato no mama mo ye grace period no e renew our licenses na entumi moa
2022 and 2023. We have written several letters, and so the president, as a good, caring father, and I can appreciate the difficulty in appreciating a good and caring father. If you don't have a good and caring father, you can't appreciate a good and caring father. But because Father's Day is coming on Sunday, President Mahama, as a good father, has directed a 30 days clemency. I would urge all media houses that are affected to take advantage of this Father's Day gift from His Excellency the President and remedy their breaches. Mr. Speaker, they should do the needful.
Eni ayatie ye Samuel Nate George ya wono ye waswafo hwenkita hodie ensam eso
na wode mensemi mu na mrasebegum honaran edom kuma wo hon banodzinyi onyimnyamfo Osahin Alexander Kwamina Afenyoma Kenoli Chiremete mama mpanyiri ye ya wa hye oye nkita hodibofo oswafo do onyimnyamfo George Nate George ole chede onsanema stations want to say also political gimmick political say what say omanpayin onye ni minister wo shedan wo kata baby no wo say na nsa we no same kuduminu edum no wi a maka cho de san koso ese ehun last bi makofo ado ye na akofo wo keche no so awanso nti edum na be 2 hours na mafro na makara san koso ina komra se bugo mako ka tmo de boso dama ena wa fade ena wa good those nyima adwuma ne ye moye da ena wa Father's Day gift ehun nti afei market was say pa nti just here Ekona wafa do mo wodu num station no otiamra pa Article 296 of 1992 a constitution no nwa wo bumra na wo seda we twa U10 o man pe ma ha me pere wo bo nsem ntin wo seda aye da made no
that in the exercise of such discretion there's a clear breach of Article 296 the intent must be looked at. And clearly, it comes without doubt that Article 296 has some questions for NCA and the ministry to answer. What we are seeing in respect of the statement from the presidency later this afternoon, a supposed clemency. Mr. Speaker, these are things that are done for the optics when the political system sees that there's a backlash. It is a very rich statement.
Na onu na chuno ena edom dodo a wo mbrashe gom wona banojinyi onyiminyamfo the humble servant Mahama Ayerga lichemete ima NCF wo ye nyada woso prekope no wo ye ehwe oye nsantwadwuma ku ne bi te da wontumi media organization ha NCF afimpinu ne edonu ebaasa ne mu 2023 wotro nkrata de command ko bono kokoda he sika bi wo ho da mutuamu ntua nyama bi wo da ya monye dako ye bosoro adwumu na Mahama Ayerga se ne nyinara wontumi media organization wo bu hono nyogudo.
I have cited a letter written in 2022 and 2023. 1. The station's transmission system was located at Accra Newtown instead of Ajambote as required by condition 3 of your authorization. This is causing interference to stations using neighboring frequencies. 2. There was no fire certificate. 3. There was no permit from the Environmental Protection Agency approving the installation of the mast. Wontumi Multimedia Company Limited is hereby directed to rectify the above anomalies within 90 days from the date of this letter, that is by 21st May 2023, and invite the National Communication Authority for a second inspection.
Mahama Ayerga no kase no so wontimi media organization wobo kokko 1 kokko 2 kokko 3 kokko 4 and what they dundum stations no
yet was so na ye nyina ye dim say Ghana
we're joined by the majority leader. All the stakeholders that we invited were here. We had a very fruitful deliberation with the nurses. The nurses are going to have a session with their council, and we are hopeful for a good news. There's no other news again. We are done. Thank you. Yeah, the nurses are here.
We've been sitting down for the past 4 hours, and we've had a very fruitful negotiations. We've tried to understand each other. We have tried as much as possible to synchronize our activities. And now, what we can say at this moment is that the discussions were fruitful, and we've asked, or the nurses have requested that they have to go back to their council. By their regulations, they have to go back to their council, and then we'll come back, or they'll come back, or we'll hear something from them. I think that is fair. If the Bushapeni is to send you to go and lead a discussion, you have to bring back the information to them first before any other issue can come out. So at this juncture, I know that you want some information more than this. Yes. But let's just exercise patience.
Any ayati ye racket na wani ya wono ye chairman my health committee of parliament and what they are to just say nhia mu ne de omo kan asem na na atwa no ha ye so am right about na asa be si na chi nanso omo de omo nim so omo kan si de enso anesefo ne say omo kwobo omo national council for na mane nto so wagidi se bibi pa bi ebe free mu abane ete ye ket na wani mark.
Yes, on a woman from Brana for your bread. If I never bread, Ghana full see a sraban.
They say, so come much now.
Why, ma, yes, Aban. What beds my Ghana for the what them you want any young quan. Tears, I want to see, I'm meeting.
I saw we wife for your nest.
Messy, or the feel so on Kobe Bialo. Or the feel so on Kobe. Nyamene hen one more hen ayo na aban lawyer penyin abezechi na orika say na olichemete oyata enkan openyin bia oye soafo anu ohwe womosua do na so no ye enkan menhye satumra sebegomni mekan wole hu Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe olichemete National Intelligence Bureau NIB watun safrana ihwehwem kase pa why wona so ye ni sentrinye te oyata in the ibra no ye so afo hwe womosua twen asoye no kwoto oye mathematical set a wode bo oye school fu bia wode kyem da bibia nkodo ye a wonta asentin hwehwem a nsem bebre na ka ho na owura ana Dr. Justice Srem Sai ya oye aban lawyer penyina bejechi no de mensem nyina aba abotugo a ni nyina no oda to Ghana for enyim.
Appreciate the demeanor of a lot of the government appointees. Once in a while you hear that someone has been picked up or someone has been invited in the media, and then there's a whole lot of noise. But I can tell you, a large number of the persons who have been arrested, who are on bail, who are under investigation, are quiet. They will not make any noise about it. Some of them believe that the process must, the process must be followed. It's only a few who once in a while come in the media and then people are massing up to go to Ioku. But there are a lot of them who go quietly, do what they are asked to do and leave without any noise. At all the cases, he was a minister for energy and minister for education for the 8 years. So definitely we have projects that were undertaken during his time. And so he will definitely be answering questions in respect of that, the mathematical sets, issues.
Dr. Justice Srem Sai oye aban lawyer penyin abezechi nti ena yeti.
Yeah, twaso one samfu from Promise 102.7 FM Promise TV. Na mo hwa yen no. Eno ye bebo mama ne yese benada no. Abaya bi okọ nursing training college ewo eye yaji potamu ho no ya bebi. Na kodonku abonutuo. Nipa miensa nka omode na shaka omode na ekwo na police for chi nipa miensa na omuwo na ase na kodonku ano eka ho na asam no yemo no na kodonku ano TikTok so wagidin wo so pa ya wo ye TikToker wo di Hayford Boate do friend no afre no kobi wa ba police for amane ese wagitum won na bo na mpra no tu na so na botaye anasa na dwene se wo bonu twu no wa boabro so ntie nsa no na influence no ma no yesa ababa wa ya baby no ne wofa ye oni woru akwasi senya ene oye pansa ntwofo agye ni mboate ne di nkomo ya ode nsemi to nanim
wona oye offer den na sie difo ne ka kire o
pa fa so a etwe ne to ye no ntom toto abrante na no wo kire se ene ne bo apayo na no kwani no matwetwe bi Ibrahim fan se wo mu titable ho no enom nsa no edi ka pa wo kwa yi o mampon o mu kwa mampon hene na yi ni bi na ho ene ko ba se onya akwanya etu a ya tu de gya na nakwan no ono kwani tuo onya akwanya se otu bi gya ne na nakwan nim se na na mampon hene ye ni bi shi wa na se na na bia ye na 90 okay nim se ne na gya wo gya ne na nakwan nti ototo na boba no a na te se akaba ko otuo no mu a omiaso anento omiaso anento nti se sa do ne se ko timi ko gina be di ni pani
na we yi aboba
na ko yi aboba no firi mu eja eniso aba adwene na amma nti waja aboba no ewo mu eni gye no mu a ne ko ba se owu ana nkofo ni bi aba o mu aye ventilapia o se be yi de yo eni ebra kuma wo hwe ka num na fa nsane bi bra me enum
yes
nsane bi wo ka num nti wo ko yi nsa no eno ho se tuo ni daka num basa eno de amane be bo ne bra ne se bra na se de tuo si daka me police bi aba obechi ni o
okay
nti eno so oni afa tuo ni bra me na ninyi aboba ni mfrim
boba na anto
mampon no nti ono akwa agi tuo ni firi ni nua ne nsam na adwene na amase bebe o masia no a o mo enom nsana se yedi nkomo no mimi na ne de watiwa o mimi ane phone so
okay
o wura no so o force se obeyi ababa no nti statement ni che se mema anu mienu e kan se ma me sorry na etu de betima to obi nim de be se le tuo mu osum na sorry ti ma branch ni mienu de we fa ti abranche ba kokora na be me tuni kana basem ha me hanam ye kuma twitwitwi ni fo ti aboba ni wura
ya sam anke buta so na eje ni mbo ate na edi asam na chi no ababa wa ne ya baby no ne wofa papa ne se ne nana na je se ne maame ne wofa
ne maame wofa no arrow o te kasa no sorry kakre bi anke yensi
yeah it so kwa ne didi agoro
eno ni as ense mantama wa ba abegire bofo afutu ntum hwan wo kasa che wona wonte etu so wodidi agora yo ye focus e bonu kwa na yesu kura ye janyem no oya rehoti yenko doma central oye mention no mu na abanokrati pe no o nyanfo Dominic Adoma ameyewu ina orutu yanemba mbabunu ne yene wo faasefo a woro tro nso hwede wo momodena na hohyado ndi hona afanye papa pana nzama bia tro nso hwe oyin den ye no wankwankoye ma no so no wonfo ne nka gina embranyim oda mensami ina to go wa bro onyin sentofo jesia e wo na atena kase wo mensin no asoye no na olisa achecherefo na inde achecherefo binum so a wa po hom woro hwem from may to day woro tro nso hwe potakase wo from vigilators no de ho so wontu wo hom free ho de wo ba gisike fi obi a ho no wa ye de wolobua obi na inde de no omomodinara na bose kokrana nkodo na womboa oye adesuafo ni wontwera insohwe na wonwie ne wondimu nkonyim
yedu sai sohwe ne tro no no bebre ni wo mpoko sua pompo a ubati be apology mesre mabia na ada so tona po amo apo bi ani ba bia apo no wo di teacher for no be kire bo di mesre se mo fa mo nto apo so suade bom paye tire nyankopon no ne nyankopon no beje otata ma so ya mo sha sam betwe mo di kunyi
abana krachi panyini Doma Central oya kropo no mu onyumnyamfo Dominic Adoma ameyo na futa ozema imbabuna na mbofroma woro chro bi si yiwo nimpasua no do anenyen
Kuyajuma ho ye kyerɛ dwumadi ekwaso wa Accra International Conference Center ya Ghana Horticulture Expo no enam so ama president ana panipa ema Coconut Federation of Ghana omomudua kube no omukuo batan the president ana pani a woda wo ano owura kwakubo aten wo de atodwa se ade akye ama wiase nyina ba ye akura baako na saade akye na nim de akwaso no Ghana tete se de ye ku adwuma ne yemfiri ho na yenkɔ yanim na betumi aboa ma ne ma hodro efa ku adwuma ye de kwa mana ne kɔtɔn no etime de mfaso de bebre aba wɔse se titu pa aba na nyam kane a wɔhwe se begina so pa eye na afemfidie ne ne ma hodro de ye ku adwuma ho hare so ene ntam so no so no yentimi mfa bi eba ne sa Ghana be kɔ nanim papa e wo ku adwuma ho sansan sa ase no ene kwa ye ne nyame de adom yen
esi Ghana ye free potential obie nim say ye the arable lands obie nim say ye the human capital say see I was say ye tuanamo ye production to boost exports to rake in more foreign earnings to stabilize our economy, create jobs especially for the daily youth and women and make Ghana a horticulture hub in Africa. Now me I bet my they say all the bottlenecks should be what taken care of. A bit to say more infrastructure, air costs, electricals, harvest losses. A bit to say houses for exports. A bit to say stable electricity. A bit to say technology, smart agriculture. Some no man way and no man can come why you become Ghana to maybe
Enti Horticulture Expo 2025 ekoso won kran no amane bobi efri ho aba eno no na ani ayete ye owura kwakubo aten owura Felix Kamasa ya wono ye vice president ma Federation of Association of Ghana Exporters na omo de nyama efri o mamu ekwa amano ne kwoton wo ye panipa be de akire wono so akyerem se dwumadie ebeboa pa ama chesa ayonko fa kase abededa amanya hodo ni bi ne omo mabeba ni bi ntam a eno ebeboa makua dwuma ho nsam atumi atumpo sansa ye ka kwadwuma de your might be actually bremo
private sector and lift the agriculture sector because you know that agriculture is the backbone of every economy. So we are happy to be part of this program and I'm happy to be part of the planning committee and we know that we have a successful day one mission we want to achieve. We are hoping that the next year one will be bigger than that. Tomorrow is another day. We are hoping that people to come around, people who want to understand agriculture production, they should come around and come and see what is going on. It's an innovative ideas people put together to do this together. We have a lot of produce around. You can see fresh produce to add value products. When you go around, there's a lot of produce. It's across the country. You see this, but people are coming from all the way from Tamale, even Senegal, Benin. So we are hoping to achieve this 3 days Horti Expo.
Ania yatie yowura Felix Kamasa ya wono ya deputy president Emma Association of Ghanaian Exporters omo de nyama firi omayimu ekwama no ne ekoton no na Amama Somaila secretary Emma Ghana Assorted Foodstuff Exporters Association na tese nnuane ahodro no omo so e de kɔ amano ne ekokoton no so wono so akasa wo chiemu se sa Horticulture Expo ebeboa papa ku adwuma amana tumpon no omo be sra ban kasemu na ban so wo masene na titu se enka sika kra ba mbenya besia bi a ekwan da ho kakra no mutime de edi onjuma
Fiti last year every back this year and you know say export 90 aye bo mo no nti bebre na de mu agim say no be ye agriculture no ye gina ha ni pe bebre aba e bisa about humanity ya educate them ye the numbers so am be so mo friend no mo bra offices various associations they educate them more about agriculture na ye nti be export mo you say export e juma no e ye e be bua o man no na go bi bia so a wo mission e challenges ka kra ye film financial set debit many Canadian we say Ghana Opo Bank the area tell say for natural brand you say and I interest rate is and yet it's you know ama yetimi enye sika enfanche humanity the best say actually we abambe boy no be years no be mama ya banka a exporters ye ko no ma ye betimi anye sika na ye betimi dey mana ye wojije so ma be you say waka say dey for your
Ani ayatie Amama Somaila wono ye secretary Emma Ghana Assorted Foodstuff Exporters Association.
Yanko seche kumawu oye kropon no mu Asante Mantem heyara na abanka chipe yino ho onyamfo kwasi amankwa ina orose mmebuna worotro oye afibc insohwe ne nkran yie papa pade wombo wo homboten na obobom wa konkan wa brabom afi olichimte wonyi wona adwun fi isuro ho na wontro nsohwe ne yie na wontum ntro ntwa ensen ho na wotwere no oye enfeda no mum na opanyini didamsam nyina tugwa wa bra onyi nsantwerefo wokọ oye aprobo wo mbiaya ahorowa worotro insohwe no bi ewo krosin mu na worokwanye na nkoten onye krosin mu asoya ohwe oye wumasoro mekire district education director afi district police commander and afi district coordinating director odhon ekopemu ho no na hwane aprobo no wokọ mbiaya ahoro enum a inedei worotro nsohwe no bi ho mod kan ya twenebo akodia senior high school ya ono no etum de oye krosin mu no onye biaya olje oye adisuafo dodo nara a worotro nsohwe wo oye krosin mu efi wo wie no wode hunenyo kiremu wo oye besoro JHS ana afi ono nso no wode ko wie wo wie ya na chede wonyina wode hunenya achechema na chede mbiaya na adosu papa no no wono hwehwemu no kiremu a wodui no ana oye mofrome ya worotro oye nsohwe emma ebien wo ma wore ma mofrome nufu ekumpo ono nsohwe no roba no onye ne ba na bai nso answer question 1 no wakama afrene nufu kakra answer question 2 ena nge no wakoma na nufu kakra ekumpo de na afare nge ena oye sare la kakra bi ena ode ma afare na no de afane da ya ma ocho exams ni wie ya wada somje other ba
and then say the yehu yako centers hudo MCA na omo ye nso ho yeko ho ye ade ba kwa ye ho amaye ni agye se attendance no nkra no obia ba abetro mze yo nipa afem ahana ne apiasa omunya ba a omo betro afem for be me so na de wo na omo so omo but yes I hu yes me ti musa nkra no so omunya no omo kwanse no e wo so a omo wo gidi se omo be ye so be na omo ti me twa yi and I say so he mu basa say apo ne ni mani ya ye hu bi wa ha nti gidi se this year no evenya results papa am na fila ye hwe nyema pia ebetimi abo but sesi ali ntimi fa bi nto so because ye befe omu performance na individual ye hu se ni si o ma ebetimi akọ mu na mu abi ebetimi nti di ohia scholarship ye hwe na se no ni hia ebebo
ayo na opanyine probodo mu no okwasha board school ahoro a wokoma prabo ne bi wo ahwana adan ne ye nti oboboa ema waye na nanu si no se che kumawu oye krosin mu opanyine kwankyerefo hwe wo masuado wo ho ohura kwame oduro ina o kyerem de aprobo a wokoi wonanyu agye ye papa po sanete mofama a worotro nsohwe no wo ye krosin mu no emra oda nsohwe no ntro wonya wodzidu pepepepepe wa mananyu agye
na ye wo district yi mu nyina na ye hu ne se centers na ya ko ni nyina no ye hu se ni pe bi se ye ko chere ana so ye ko ye no bia eti bia wote na bia ye na dwuma enti as a seriousness no e wo soro afi enti minim se waye nhihye ya omode aba se ye ni so no ene nkra no ne invigilators ni supervisors na di honkom enti obia ye na dwen se obedi so
oye Kwame Odro district director of education Seche Kumawu district nenze ena yeti
Yes, I had the Mako Emrashebedwa Fiumu, Namrashebedwania, Waja Homa, Saint South, Reverend John in Tim Fodro, and Obisa, Dr. Mane Boama, Yawane, Swafo, Rebambon, some so, Efa, Ghana Armed Forces, and as I saw your Foju Medimun and saying, and Sakaya Bomb Penny near any whom she say Yemuno. Essay, as I saw Chibi, no more person with the man penny for be, and any Tessa, Dr. Mane Boama Chima, and yes, I had it. Now said the Bayana Beshes and your May, I'm more humanity me a tomb. Pona kwaso ene ho hye yenti na sakraye we abano enya asotwe ene ade boni bia adwomani bia anta adwomadi a omoye ye no echi na sade o chechu mu no eni
take your terminal leave pending the compulsory retirement. And for them, for every 4 years that you serve, you have 1 month of terminal leave. So if you have a general who served, let's say, for 40 years, he has 1 month times 10, and that gives 10 months. It is at the end of that period that the general is released honorably. So of these 15, 8 have gotten to that stage. And I have the list before me: 64 years, 63 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 years. If you subtract 8 from 15, you arrive at a difference of 7. Let's account for the 7. And this is what I mean by the pollution. Out of the 7, 3 of them are presently not on terminal leave. One is serving as Deputy Force Commander, United Nations Mission in South Sudan. Another, a female Major General. We are so proud of her. President Mahama even commended her during the graduation ceremony of the cadets. She is also serving as Force Commander, the United Nations Disengagement Observer Force, UNDOF. And the third, Air Vice Marshal Felix Asante. He has been appointed by President Mahama's government as the acting president of the National Defense University. So, if you take the 15 and subtract the 8 that has reached the mandatory age, you have 7. If you subtract these 3 major generals and equivalent, you have 4. What it means is that instead of Reverend Intim Fojo being truthful to Ghanaians, he decided to say that all 15 major generals, their appointment has been terminated.
Dr. Edward Omanebua, my defense minister.
Na ma yankro inkoko na yembre na minyim so yare ho samo so yebufu samo na wori chemede edum jedwuma yefunu wanyantam kakra pe enka inkoko 15 service awo 10 na kura waka wodi djuma no he nyipa bonifu bi okodwaje tumtei nanka wori so no na oye edum jedwuma ye no Kropono mu oye opanyina okasa de madwum jedwuma DO2 Samuel mate ina oli cheme de he wo na nwumru baye no nswen wonya ko bi de enkoko Zaragoza ijato oye brono bi do ho entin worko ampa wotu 10 day worko akodumja na oli cheme de worko ne kwem baabi no onam de atache worko anu ntino ka ne kotimi ntina wontum nko entampa ina wo frɛ mpraye so odum jafo so there wenya oya case wo ha no worbo wa ba kantin wo so wo mra ampa mprayefo so fire service mprayeso wodi 10 times the tender buy ema wo ho oya nkokko Zaragoza ho wodi dumjen na wo so wo dumjen na wo ho da inwusu bi free oya nkokko fire tender one ija ka na wakatim ewo oya atechene mu nde nyimpa bonufu bi wakatamje za akotum wo so yimpamro wadija atum nso wada tenda na wadiri ko dumje wo baby osansa na chiriba no obodum de meje na ino nya asam kakaba na DO2 oya sambwe ma teche ne wori hwehwem ye pa na yimpo boni nyi Ghana nya adwum boni woni tim da Ghana manwanyin ha wache na wade no mafam na kwado
mra edu ore na mbofo abodom tem like crowd so far is abikawo na Asia nti yeah, boy, who are there for you by your no. The dear can no eating ya no na a whole new baby kania it will show ye. It's not or I sing kakra. You why the pan pass one na give ya or the person can here will trade that to Kana as you know, will trade that to me. You say yes, try tanka, you reach me from only Konoban because of Fenana and man, you know, or more bottom tomorrow. A bed in past going to win and not to win but however you are usually actually say yeah you need to identify the power and you see where you remind the
no na chiru no say asem people na osi manti wo fra one was Zaragoza ho na wo kodumje no wotumi bo ho modin wo bo ejapatin no bebre na ho bananso adana ho na so hye wo say a ifia ho hono wo se ni nyinare no ebi nso tumi obubu igu foma no so atini mu nchiemo mai
yeah no na say because of senior situation it no e say atwa ya go to small because the whole small to akwa the dre I am pressure no low but the manage ya atwa e do the heat of the fire nti e bo ho modin ya say fight ya no it mean a ball dan kurabe ye insia e wo fio de it mean e bo ho ban amedano entimi enya nsusaso bia
enti oya municipal fire commander DO2 Samuel mate nenze ena yeti afi yenko ahoma no de kasabona na yedzere de mo no na ka hu ne de oya Promise TV ena afi Promise 102.7 radio na eda kwaside yo orbey June na bosume ne da otodu uduenum nwa waso your Father's Day amiminyim na yarohe na
ntina aba ya wari mu nsem Father's Day
na oya afibiara good kweside oya pa FM ba de wabatime nka ho ejanum aya wonchiam nwa wabatepe enze afibiara ya oya afia yehwe yeze hye apopofo nkran de hono dwumaja wordi aboa oman Ghana ene ebusuan efefie no wonkodo a wonjini saso nti seyare kade obi ye eja oye na asaja potokasem responsibility of a father one enye abadinti leboko amanoto yenye Reverend Collins Bonsu oye kofar by Purpose Discovery Foundation Ghana. Reverend Kasa Asomdwen kan.
Enkan so uncle.
Reverend what's nyame adoma akosire ebehiem.
Yes. You know that. Ejatu nyina ada. Ememe nyina ada. Because every man has a potential to become a father.
And you consider our mun somewhere pam you be sheba papa onya sam kakamba.
Yes. It is not our kind of uncle. You know, was what you want to hear. Promise TV, no out here, Promise Radio 102.7. Question the DNA, that's from my genuine, we are seeing na fata. Say, my genuine, you go. You can't go for Asia, a janum. If it's a janum to me, no, I said, we feel the authority and the responsibility of a father is indispensable. We a janum, Unyanko to me or dear janum, Abusia. I said, yeah, Unyanko dear janum, we feel ye. And I don't want more hair and I'm with ye. Once I never be because say, and Yamisroni, I can and Rantua like. Now the society is crying for God fearing. Abusia says our minor we are say sufrenya misro. Na yakama misro a jamu wai ndi yebo janu mabaso. Tabi yembe janu matai. Yemo amayi ko ni abu abaso ni akase Nyankopon nhira wono. Na ye ka tire janu nyina ase. Yemre bi na yakase media for in particular Father's Day there oya ho adwuma pa na media for your bomba baso infe kakra ni agya no nso mabo ho dawuro so mo betumi akoso ayi ni ye die na agya no se tumi anya media man ni asade a wode ama ni ye ya media for so mo dawuro mayen na ye ma enom en celebrate here abusia anoye na ebom yaduma pa aya hyenyame ani munyam nti ewiase be hire agyanom na ye me celebrate here na agyanom asabia kese pa onyankopon basayi adom de ama agyanom ene bema bia se wo ya abusia tia ujuma de dikai spiritual leadership. Let's provide spiritual leadership to their families. Ejanum asadi edinkan nedimu anya media mawon. Aye se yebeye akandifo ejanum beye akandifo ewo hunhun fam ema abusuan no. Na mekani tiawa Genesis chapter 18 verse 19. Genesis 18:19. Yamiasam say, "For I have chosen Abraham so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just, so that the Lord will bring about for Abraham what he has promised." This is the word of God. I don't know, Nyankopon said the Odiama Janum and you say, ya de abusia nyina ya manyina beba awurade na ase ne ya trɛ on de ya ne de ya pɛ ne ya ye ene na enyamisuro enti nasa ye wo wiase ne ya ka se nyamisuro asa ɛgya ne woi ya bɔ ma ba so ne ya ka kyerɛ mo sɛ mo na nyame ama mo tumi ne asɛde sɛ mo moa ye ndi so nyame ɛka nyamisuro ɛkyerɛ sɛ nipa ho bɔne a no odwane afi ho sɛ nyamisuro hɔ a katase sɛ befi hɔ nyamisuro hɔ a obuo ɛne anidie ahobrɛaseɛ nokradie abotire ne nyinaa bɛ wɔ hɔ ɛnɛ ɔsɛ ho akyerɛ agya no mo nsɔre na mo mmoa yɛ yɛtɔ so mmienu provision and protection agya no mo asɛdeɛ yɛ sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɔmo ma efie aduane ba hɔ sɔfo bi a m'ani nsa sɔfo bi a nsɛm ne sika sɛ mɔ fam ɔsɔre a mpa yɛ nkoa na yɛn no ma se da mpa yɛ ne yɛ na esi didie nti agya wasadiya ne sɛ ɛsɛ efie ɛyɛ dɛ wasadiya ne sɛ ɛsɛ wobɔ abusua no ho ban so you provide and you protect the family na aha no abɛhia abusua saa nti ama fɛ so a na ehia paa no yɛnkɔ hɔ nti agya etimi ɛma efie yɛ dɛ na nkora fees wɔ tua aduane wɔ fie ne ade na oni bra wɔde dɔktere yɛ nyamisoro koraa anko ya ko ese penesa ya pe eja obetumi atami na die ma oni adaje man na bi o ma se die na hia ya to so miensa a eja no ye discipline and guidance eja no ma se die se o mo behwe ama abusua eyere emma obia ye na se de na ya ka discipline ya gye punishment nkwa eka say get discipline ba be eka say o punish no da bi discipline ya say what to ba no say o man boundaries say boy it ya wona o free school ba wonye ni homework phone o susu nyusu wan say eja o sese na abofra ayi aso de kura na ki atuna so kakra na nya aso twenko na emom abofra kura bo modern e say eja no bo na ba so yen sha no so sa and nurturing and encouragement is one of the responsibilities of fathers. Say, Jamu create environment here. In Cransewa, a Jamu boy, yes, I see a man crying. Let me fear, and from me fear, you near Prawa Bon, Ubian Muma. Because every one of us has a potential. Everyone can be significant. And the Jamu Sadia say, a Bushia baby, Uber create an equal opportunity environment that encourages everyone to bring out the best. They will set a good example or the best example. So na wankasa eja no mfa nkyem yo wa ja woni capacity se bi obo yere eja won se o de oye bia mfa kwaso na say you are not setting the good example in the year boy eja no mabaso na ya honor on this coming Sunday e ka say eja no say erade mo mo srasronko so that they can provide spiritual leadership that will bring transformation, so that they can perform their provision and protection function, create environment that encourages everyone to do best, and also discipline the family, provide guidance for us, and setting a good example for us. Uncle, a gentleman be, and I'm who said, a gentleman you are, almost in your, the more beyond now, where you're bar, where you're not. We are here. So, but you can crown into Ukraine serious. But the other way, Nemanja would take them. And will be another because the authority and the responsibility of a father is indispensable. Yeah, just when they say, to me, and young was refuge and put over much my now, boy, I'm a Busiano as a Yamian. Janum must be a young Yamisro, and the very assay. You have to be Uncle Madamasi.
Reverend, you saw your dance, Papa, and some Sabre now, why they ask a free gym. Yamabua could sit there. ye hye wo yere pa amaja pempem na wa so menyim wonyim di mu ye botum ayima no nti obeye de ya da sepa na nyumre okay
okay.
And the Reverend Collins Bonsu go by Purpose Discovery if a nation Ghana. You
Casabonesi.
Kafanti Casabonesi.
Yadesi.
Osemufu penny. Urai Manuel Korea. Inna. Kadenna.
Fanta da mete fanto.
Na ye nete wona nti fa fantasy me.
Enti abusafo nti Casabonesi. Samfo penny. Ne Emmanuel Oduro Korea. Na ne boafo ene Jimmy Cliff James. No. Ne boafo penny. No. Na me did where you so Crystal upon that ya and you know more ever studio MC for the 7 room ya damasi me ami me jinze mame efie nyako papa bi na
uncle ebo paini
yes mo esia